Hi, I'm talking about the Word of God, and the subject right now is good deeds. There's a couple of seemingly conflicting messages we get from Jesus. One is the lamp under a bowl message. Matthew 5:15. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, and that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Then we get the message in Matthew 6:1. Be careful not to do your acts of righteousness before men to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets to be honored by men. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. The first message is letting your light shine in everyday ways. The second message is that when you go above and beyond, specifically when you help the needy, you shouldn't do it for a reward that you get from other people, but for a spiritual reward instead. The most obvious example of people getting this wrong is when companies use charities to promote their image. If the people in charge of these things wanted to please God, they'd give to the charity more discreetly. Instead, they announce it with trumpets. Furthermore, even though the companies organize the charities, most of the donations come from customers. The point is, these companies get non-material rewards for their charities, and sometimes they do get material rewards as well. If it improves the company image enough, people might buy from that company more. I have seen people do this on a more personal level as well. For example, someone might be a diligent nurse at a children's hospital, but otherwise verbally abuses people or uses her position to gain the moral high ground over people. That person hasn't done anything to justify themselves before God. It's not all about dollar bills. Someone can be selfish and be a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, a policeman. They are rewarded by the prestige of their position. People who announce their deeds with trumpets don't receive any additional reward from God. The key is humility. A humble person would not try to say that they deserve all kinds of prestige and deference for doing a righteous act. And I'm talking about being humble before God. As an individual, you shouldn't let someone's supposed moral authority bully you into submission. Let the words speak for themselves. If the words really are true and decent, then that is fine. However, if people use their positions of moral superiority to push their ideas around, or you around, then they aren't living up to the high standards of Christianity. A Christian should rise above such behavior. Remember once again how Jesus stated that even he wasn't good, only God was good. Mark 10:18. Why do you call me good? Jesus answered. No one is good except God alone. Again, Jesus said this so that no Christian would pretend to be better than another. The same goes for people who only believe they live respectable lives, but in reality, they are living for this life and not the one that comes after. Take care and God bless.